hello, this is Esther, your specialized Bangsa South agent. Nice to meet you all again. So today's edition, I'm going to teach and talk about owner's preference, landlord's preference in race or the nationalities of tenants, all right? So both the landlords and the agents, actually this one the agents can talk about it, okay, based on my experience, what I can teach and know. Since I work with most of the expatriate with investors units, all right? So sometimes I do face this from my owners. What do they tell is, Esther, I don't want to have a China tenant, or I don't want to have a Bangladeshi tenant, or India tenant, or Pakistani tenants. And I have preference like working adults, I don't want students. But it's not wrong for them to tell that, maybe you must ask them why. Why the issue arises, sometimes some agents doesn't know. Okay, they do not know how to handle it. They might tell the prospect that, oh no, the owner don't want this, all kind of thing, But how do you handle it politically, nicely, gently, professionally? That is the most important part, okay? So now I used to ask my landlords, can I know why is such preference? Because at the moment we are having such prospect of China nationalities or Indian nationalities, and they are really keen to look at the unit and rent the unit. Now the owner will tell the constant. Most of the time, majority, the owner will tell of their previous experience of handling such tenant. They will say that, I rented out to this India tenant or Pakistani tenant or China tenant. They ruined up my unit when they moved out. It was so dirty, or it was broken things, damages. You must think in an honest way, it is not easy. You invest into a place and then you need to spend more money over it to redo it again, which even the deposit cannot cover. And it is not a very easy experience for the landlord. Now, how do you handle this issue? From my experience, okay, how do I handle? So sometimes they will say that they don't want students because students are mostly, they don't take care well, they're lazy and so on. Or certain nationalities because of the heavy cooking. Heavy cooking is one of the issue, and also the cleanliness. And I will offer one usually. Since I know what is the issue, I offer a solution. I go extra mile for my owner. So I'll tell, okay sir, since you don't want this issue to repeat and again, now this tenant is okay, key. If this tenant agrees for these terms, okay, what terms is it? Which will be stated in the agreement itself, tenancy agreement, that 3 months once inspection upon the unit by the agent on behalf of the owner. So it means I'm doing an extra work, extra initiative, going extra mile for my owner and my unit. So why do we do that? Okay, every 3 months once, I go to the unit to check whether the unit is clean or not clean. If it is not clean, I will get a cleaner to clean the unit and back charge the tenant. But also I will say, if repeat in the third time same thing, then owner has the rights to terminate the tenancy because you really cannot keep up to the clauses that we stated to keep it clean and fit. Now, by knowing this, most of the tenant who is responsible enough, they will agree to it to rent and they will agree for the inspection. So when I go over to my tenant's place, they will ensure before I could come, they will clean the unit, maintain the unit. If there is anything damage or what, they will inform me. By this, what happens after 1 or 2 years when they move out, unit is maintained well and easier to remarket it back again. Owner is happy, tenant is happy, also you are happy. So at the same time, you avoid this kind of sensitive issues that can trigger a lot of things. So this is one of the smartest way to do, dear agents. So if you can, actually it's in your hand, you can resolve this issue by advising the landlord the right way to handle it. Most of the landlord, you cannot blame them because of the experience that they went through. Now, who should be solving this issue for them? The mid person, the agent, is the person who need to do this for them. Because they are investors, they are not around. They might be in Singapore, they might be in other places, or they might be far away and so on. So when you do this for them, they are okay, they are fine. So the issue is not about them accepting that particular race or nationality. The issue is of ensuring the unit is maintained or clean and well kept. That is the main concern. So find out the root problem and try to solve the root problem. Now that is one of the ways that you can handle it. I hope it is very useful for landlord and agents, and I hope you have a very good closing deals for rental. Happy selling, happy rental, and happy staying. Bye-bye.